I am praying for Zimbabwe.
The church and society. The church and society.
We are implementing a project at Kuwadzana that is dealing with empowering youths to create resilience on them. The main objective of the project is to inculcate urban green skilling to the young people of Kuwadzana. So the project targets both male and female from the age of 18 to 35. So we're training them in different skills. There is agriculture skill, then there is technical skill. In technical skill, we have got cosmetology, we have got welding, we have got phone repair, and finally the solar installation. Then in green skills, we have got aquaponics training, which is the fabrication of the aquaponics system, and the rapid keeping as well as fishery.
So this is an aquaponics project whereby we keep fish on a commercial scale and for selling, and then in the water of the fish contains very nutrients for the plants that are required by the plants to grow. For example, here we have Chinese lettuce and strawberries. So the strawberries in these white pipes are watered by the water from the fish. So it's just a process of taking the nutrients from the fish, passing them to the weed. That is our Chinese lettuce and the strawberries. And when the nutrients are left for the plants, the water is transported back to the pond. So it's just a process of recycling water and saving it at the same time.
We were mobilizing our youths from different churches at Kuwadzana. Then we were working with different government organizations, government departments. Minister of Youth was part of us. The main objective, we just wanted to see these youths making a living from the trainings that they received from us. That's the main objective. They have to make money for a living.
Dug a fish pond, as you can see. It's a meter deep, and the height is 1 meter, and the sides are 4 meters. We have our fish in this pond, and inside this pond we have a water pump. Water is transported from this fish pond going to that filter. This is our filter. So in this filter, impurities like grass and tree leaves, all the impurities that are not required by the growing beds are filtered in this filter using this sake. And from this filter, the water is transported in these pipes to these growing beds. In these growing beds, we have lettuce, and we've got our herbs, and in this one we've got onions. So when this growing bed gets full with water, it is drained with these black pipes back to the fish pond.
Then what we do, we train the youths for a period of 2 weeks in the technical skills. Then after those 2 weeks, they go for attachment, where they will strengthen their skill. The attachment is 2 months. So they do the industrial attachment wherever in Zimbabwe. Then after 2 months, they come back. That's when we start giving them the certificates. During the attachment, we'll be monitoring them, engaging with their mentors wherever they will be. Then from there, that's when we can certify them that they are ready to take up the challenge of the industry.
A friend of mine gave me this flyer that says Silveira House with projects like agriculture, rabbits, and solar installation, cosmetics, and the likes. So I decided to give it a try. And so in March, mid-March, we began the trainings. I ventured into solar installation. I remember my teacher, Mr. Life, he was our guide, solar installation. It was a 2 weeks course, but then within that 2 weeks, we learned how to size our systems, what solar energy means, the types of solar panels that we have, pretty much all the basics. And then he later told us, you know, when you need to size the system, you need to know the appliances that you have, you need to know the power that is needed by that appliance. And so it was like that. The first 2 weeks, in fact, the only 2 weeks that we had, that is all we had to know.
I started cosmetology under Christian Aid and Silveira House at Kuwadzana 3, Roman Catholic Church. We were taught to braid, do nails, makeup, for 2 weeks. And then we went for attachment. I did my attachment for 2 months and some weeks, and then I told myself that why not go from being a junior to a senior. So I now own a mirror, Kona Chinoi and Jason Moyo in beautiful Salvador.
I learned about solar panels, and I then realized I can actually power any appliance with solar, just with the right amount of power. And so after my training, I realized even back home where I live, I can actually upgrade the home system. I can actually upgrade the appliances.
Before training at Silveira House, I was plaiting hair, but it wasn't that serious. It was here and there. I wasn't too serious about it up until my mom talked me into it, and then she convinced me to get a certificate for myself. So I just went for it. And yeah, I got experience from my teachers who were very patient with everyone there, because it's not everyone who's got experience but have got passion in this course. So yeah, it wasn't easy. It was difficult because I didn't have knowledge about everything that I wanted to know about.
As a girl child, when I first got the job here, I was scared because there were a lot of guys. There were only 3 women in our department, in our company really, where I started. And I was one of those 3 women. And so I realized there came a lot of discrimination from the guys, because usually during our installations, right, it's usually the guys that do the heavy stuff, like carrying panels or installing the panels on the roof. But then I told myself, I'm gonna learn how to do that. And so from time to time I get on the roof myself, and then I actually install the panels. And sometimes they try to stop me, but then I'm always stubborn, because they try to put me down and tell me, no, you're a girl. And just I work at the sales department, and they try to keep me at the sales department, saying that's where you belong. You just belong at the sales department. But from time to time, I tell them, no, I did not come here for sales. I came here for solar installations. And so sometimes when I'm over at sales, I do the sales, and when it's necessary, I go over for installation. I don't listen to their discriminations, because I know they are humans, they are boys. They can never ever stop. Boys are stubborn like that. They hate being degraded by girls. So I had to be that girl that degrades boys in order to just lift herself up.
Personally, I would like to encourage someone who's just like me, who wants to achieve something in life. You should go for it. Never doubt yourself, especially when you have someone who's there, someone who supports you, someone who always encourages you in everything that you do. Go for it. Fear is only there to stop you from getting what you want in life.
There are a lot of success stories. I think, as I highlighted, we have got some youths who are already employed. Some, they are informally employed. They are working on their own. They were equipped by the startup kids, so they are now working on their own. They are making money. So our wish as Silveira House is to continue, assisting the vulnerable youths wherever in Zimbabwe.